Today I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you how to start up your tapestry of this fish skeleton. I think it's quite nice and cool. And for starters, we're going to chain 17. For this tapestry, we're going to use a Tunisian Simple Stitch. So we're going to work onto the back side of our chain. So we turn our work and we're going to work onto those bumps that connect each chain. So always this stitch that we have on our hook counts as one, and we're going to skip that very first bump and we're going to work on to the second one. Yarn over and we pull to keep our stitches in our hook. And we continue to do this all the way down our row, of course, making sure that you count your stitches, because I've done it before where I'm like, oh no, I missed a stitch, and going back and forth is just very, very painful. So making sure you always count your stitches. We should end up with 17 stitches in our hook. So our Tunisian Simple Stitch consists of going forwards and then going backwards. So we always work onto the right side of our work. And of course, if you've noticed, I'm using a Tunisian crochet hook. You can always use a regular crochet hook if you don't have a Tunisian one. Of course, if a longer one, the actual Tunisian is longer and you can always work onto bigger projects, but using your regular crochet hook, it wouldn't be a problem. And for our return pass, we're going to chain one onto the very last stitch, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 of our stitches, and we're going to do that again and again. And again, all the way down our row. And that is our very first row. Our second row, we're going to work on to our previous row, and we're only going to insert our hook onto those front posts of our previous row. And we're going to yarn over and pull. And we're going to do that all the way down our row, because the first and second row are solid colors, so we don't get to introduce a color until the third row. And of course, for our return pass, we chain one onto the very last stitch, and we continue to pull through 2 all the way down our row. And then our second one, and we get to introduce our very first and last color change. And as you can see, the only thing that you need to do is insert your hook onto that previous front post and yarn over with your new color. Simple, easy peasy. And then the rest of our stitches are this background color until our very last 3 stitches. We'll have another color change there. Then once we get to the very last 3 stitches of our work, we're going to introduce, I'm actually going to separate 2 black cakes of yarn so I don't warp my project. And then the very last 2 stitches are going to be background color. And we do the very same thing, chaining 1 onto the very last stitch, grabbing our yarn, pulling through 2, and then whenever you have 2 different color stitches in your hook, you always use that very second one. So we grab our black yarn and we pull through 2 of our stitches. And then of course again, whenever we have 2 different color stitches in our hook, we always use the second one. And our 4th row is going to be exactly like our 3rd row. So I'll meet you back at the end of our 4th row. So now, as you can see, the 3rd and 4th row are exactly the same. And the 5th row, we just add to the little fin another black stitch. And I'll do one more row with you guys. 2 background color stitches, and then we're going to have 5 black stitches. And then 3 background color stitches. And then another 5 black color stitches. And of course the rest are background color. And as you can see, it's coming along pretty well. I think it's this stitch in particular is better for tapestries. Look how clean it looks. Looks perfect. And of course, down below I leave the link for the Pinterest pin that I'm following, or of course you can always take a screenshot of the picture on screen. And yeah, I think you are absolutely ready to take on this project by yourself. This is just a startup, but you know, I guarantee that the results are absolutely fabulous.